Hey guys, yeah, I tried emailing about 20 different guys with who had event coordinator in their in the job description at different sports teams, and I actually got a couple emails back, but they were kind of like questions, like okay, what do you need this for, stuff like that, before they're gonna answer the questions, and they ended up like no, or they ended up not even responding when I emailed back. So that was kind of disappointing. I actually emailed the Birmingham Barons, a minor league baseball team, and they're like, "Oh, you can just look up all that stuff online. You don't need our help." I'm like, "Well, that's the thing is I do." But anyway, I couldn't get any of their help. So anyway, I am on. So I just decided to look it up online. This is Villanova AU or VillanovaU.com. So Villanova University. I just typed in event coordinator job description, and this is the first website that popped up. So I'm just gonna read to you what it says, and I'll kind of put it in my own words, and hopefully I'll pass this class. So yeah, it says sporting events are a huge part of the business of sports restaurant. Okay, we can kind of skip that. Helping the coordinating events, that helps with transportation. So a lot of times they'll make sure the buses are coming on time, or scheduling what takes the people to events, and they take care of the team news, take care of the media. A lot of times they're kind of the people in charge of that. Contingency plans are prepared, so that way they'll, in case there's an emergency, they'll have like backup ready, paramedics, whatnot. So that's not an issue. And the safety of spectators and players are primary concerns. So most importantly, they want to make sure that like no guns or no drugs or anything like that's getting into the venue. They're gonna make sure that people are watching that, so it doesn't happen. And then some other duties is that they'll faculty inspection. So they'll go and look at the staff sometimes and make sure they're doing the stuff that they need to be doing. Event logistics, say like they have a concert one day before like a football game or something. They'll make sure that the people are taking care of the football. That they're, as soon as the concert's over, people are making the venue, look like a football field rather than a rock concert area. So you don't want that. And then the ability to multitask. A lot of times they'll be on the phone, dealing with customers, dealing with clients, stuff like that, and they'll have to be doing other things like they'll be like at a game or something and making sure that the team's all good. So they'll be talking to, they'll be doing a lot of things. And then copywriting, communication skills. So you're going to want to have good communication skills. You're going to want to be able to write things down, shorthand. Not really shorthand, but you know what I mean. Client liaison, you're going to want to be able to be good with people. You want to help your clients, and, you want to be a good business person. That's what sports marketing is all about. So, and then proactive direct marketing. You want to be a good, good leader for whatnot. You want to make sales because, like I said, if a sports team who's not good at sales soon, isn't a good sports team. So you want to be always on top of marketing. You want to be, doing whatever you can to make sales. Attendance at client meetings. Like occasionally, if you like work at like the Jazz, say, you're always doing meetings and stuff, and to make sure things are going well. So you're gonna want to be at those meetings, making sure that everything you're in charge of is going well. Everything there's no issues and stuff. And then leadership management experience. Like I said, you're gonna be helping a lot of people all the time. So you're gonna have your own team. So you're gonna want to have those your employees to be your staff to be always ready to go, so they can help and whatnot and be effective people. And then they may work with local and national media outlets and prepare press kits. They may also conduct post-event analysis with owners and management. So they'll be talking a lot with the management and owners. I'm sure what's his name? I forgot it. The events director for the Jazz. I called him, but he didn't answer. Anyway, that guy. I'm sure he's going to be wanting to talk to Greg Miller a lot, and they're going to be wanting to talk to him a lot because, events director, that's key for the energy solutions arena, and that's how, they want to be making the most of everything they have. So, and then education and training. This is kind of a loose part. They didn't go into most of this. They just said, understanding team logistics. They want you to understand the sport and the team and what they need and what they don't need, or what they could benefit from, I guess. And, and then they say you're going to want a bachelor's degree in hospitality, business, marketing, or related industry. But that's not mandatory, but it's definitely recommended. Some employers may prefer professionals with more advanced education. But like I said, it's a pretty loose job field. So it just depends on your employer, I guess. And and it says coordinator position, event coordinator position cannot be learned from a textbook. You just learn it from experience. You're just kind of born with the skill, and then you kind of capitalize on that skill. And usually they'll make you start as an intern and kind of work your way up, but not always. So, and a lot of also a lot of event coordinators, they'll start out as that, and they could even be one day team president or team. They could even own the team eventually. They could do that. So, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the demand for event coordinators is expected to increase by 33% through 2022, and that's a really big number. So you're gonna wanna, if you have that kind of skill, you're gonna wanna capitalize on it so you can help, so you can get a job when that field is increasing, and then average compensation, so that's how much they get paid, is my camera's having a hard time focusing, $45,810 annually, while the highest 10% of coordinators earn approximately $79,000 a year. So it's kind of not as doesn't pay very well, but like I said, you can look what was the word? You might, a lot of times you're going to move up in that position, so that's good. And candidates are encouraged to conduct their own research into salary and job growth potential. So if you're ambitious and stuff, then a lot of times you'll do well at this job and kind of be making a lot. So a lot more than maybe $79,000 a year. And that's just depending on the location. If you're in New York, you can always be looking for stuff. Marketing opportunities, that's a huge city. But whereas if you're in Milwaukee or New Orleans, it's gonna be harder to always be proactive in that field. And it just depends on education, experience, job duties, other factors. So it's just kind of kind of a hard field to just it's not like, whereas if you're something else, what's a good example, like a trainer, you're kind of guaranteed to be a trainer unless your player doesn't like you or your team doesn't like you. But whereas this, it's just kind of you can't really, the experience is kind of lopsided, so you're gonna have a lot of people with a lot of experience and other things who just aren't right for the job and won't get a job in there. And whereas you might have a young kid maybe in his early 20s who just seems perfect for the job, and he'll get the job right off the bat. So it just kind of depends on how much what your qualities are aside from experience, because that's not a huge issue. And what else? I don't know, just the fact that you're gonna spend a lot of time at the arena. You're gonna spend a lot of your job time just even if you're not at work, you're gonna be answering calls. You're gonna be calling people. You're gonna be dealing with your boss and stuff. It's just long hours and stuff, and you're gonna be talking a lot with clients. You're gonna have to have good people skills. And that's kind of a must-have in this job. So that kind of makes a huge difference on whether or not you'll be successful at this job. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you.